Only thing I can ask is give me one more chance to show that
Didn't you get a chance when we put you on probation?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How many freebies do you get now? We're back in business here. 21-3 at 943 is called, and Stephen Mac Pierre O'Quinn, that's
Yes,
you,
sir.
with John West, your attorney. And the probation office is here and the state's attorney is present. What we have before the court is a motion to revoke probation that was filed July 26, 2024. Does the defendant waive formal readings of this? Can we proceed in summary?
Yes, Your Honor.
In summary, this motion to revoke probation, and by the way, raise your right hand, sir. Do you solemnly swear or affirm any statements you make today during this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Lawyer. In summary, this motion states that on October 30th, 2023, in this criminal district court of Jefferson County, Texas, you were sentenced to 10 years. That can't be, can it? In the state jail, suspended for 10 years for the state jail felony of unauthorized use of a motor vehicle. I guess we can do that. For 10
Yes, yeah, I believe he was enhanced. Yes, Your Honor.
I think it was probably.
Yeah. I'm looking at the indictment here is we have an enhancement. You pleaded guilty to paragraph 1, the state jail felony, true to paragraphs 2 and 3, which are prior state jail felonies of theft in 2016 out of Hardin County 88th District Court. So you were found guilty of this state jail felony, but it was punished as though it were a third-degree felony punishment because you pleaded true to paragraphs 2 and 3. It's a state jail felony on the books, but it's treated as though for punishment purposes as it was a third-degree felony.
Yes, sir.
So once again, is all of that true, sir?
Yes, sir.
You were sentenced to 10 years. And just 10 years in the state jail felony division, but it really, that's not right. That's
Yes,
gonna be 10 years in prison, probated for 10 years, but it's a state jail felony.
Yes, sir.
But you're still looking at
10 years.
state jail felony doesn't work after 5 years. If it's not in a state jail facility, it can't go 10 years in a state jail. So because of the enhancements, it's treated as though it's a third-degree felony. So we're going to correct that then.
Oh, no objection. Yes, yes.
To
please.
what?
In the Texas Department of Criminal Justice
Just
Institution.
imprisonment?
Yes, Your Honor.
That is correct. You okay there now?
Yeah. It's a crazy weekend, Your Honor.
Corrected on this day to read 10 years imprisonment in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice, suspended for a supervision term of 10 years. Number 1 states you failed to report to the Jefferson County Probation Office for January 10th, March 8th, April 9th, May 9th, all 2024 in violation of your probation order. Is that true?
True or not true? We're going to explain it.
Yes, sir.
Are you pleading true to that voluntarily and because it is true?
Yes.
Shoot. Number 2, you failed to provide verification of performing community service hours as required. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
Number 3, You failed to pay court assessed fees as of May 9th, 2024. You are in arrears $660. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
Were you able to pay that?
It wasn't that I wasn't able to pay. It was the fact that me and my probation officer wasn't seeing eye to eye, and I wasn't gonna pay for her to put me right back into jail. Which,
I don't understand that. The last sentence. I mean, if you don't pay it, it's going to go in, you're going to go to jail.
Yes, sir.
If you do pay it, it's part of the order I ordered.
Yes, sir.
It's not, y'all don't negotiate. It's up to me.
Yes, sir. I
Is that
understand.
true or not?
Yes, sir. It's true.
Are you pleading true then to allegations 1, 2, and 3 voluntarily and
Yes,
because
sir.
they are true?
Yes, sir.
You understand that one or more violations of probation, pleas of truth voluntarily and knowingly and intelligently to one or more probation violations. That is enough to grant the motions to revoke probation. Your probation can be revoked and you can be sentenced to no less than 2, no more than 10 years confinement in prison.
Yes, sir.
Knowing that, do you insist on pleading true to these violations?
Yes, sir.
I find you are pleading true voluntarily. You understand and appreciate the consequences of pleading true.
Yes, sir.
What are we going to do?
Your Honor, the state would request that he be sentenced to the 10 years TDC. He still owes $1,000 in restitution, I believe.
Okay, $112 on the books.
Y'all have to speak up.
Excuse me, it'd be $900, roughly not, or $898 in restitution that's still owed. The state would recommend the full term, Your Honor, be sentenced to penitentiary.
No, hold on. Now, these are administrative violations. They're bad.
Yes, sure.
Any violation of probation is bad, but generally administrative violations don't jump up to the full range of punishment to the highest unless there's some aggravated features. That's been historical, but let me see its pre-sentence report.
You would like to explain why this is even short about it. Make a determination.
So we've got for misdemeanors, we've got 2 counts of theft out of Hardin County in 2012, a misdemeanor, 2 days in jail. Possession of marijuana, deferred probation in 12, revoked for 32 days in jail. And that was in Orange County. And then 22/27/18, 30 days in jail for illegal possession of marijuana in Hardin County. So adult felony, we've got in Hardin County, 2015, 2 years deferred for theft. That was revoked, sentenced to 12 months in the state jail in March of 16. Also convicted on March 16th in 12 months state jail, another Hardin County theft of property. So that's 2. Then in 2022, 18 months state jail, illegal possession of controlled substance, Orange County. And then 23, October, a year ago, you're put on probation in this case, right? So we've got 3 prior felonies, looks like convictions,
Yes, sir.
and 3 misdemeanors. 3 felonies were thefts. And so was this unauthorized use of a motor vehicle. It's theft related. And that was committed after you were convicted of 2 theft of property cases out of Hardin County. All right, okay, I see. Here we go. Okay, what do you say?
Your Honor, the big issue here is I'm not checking in because I think that all relates back to that because we had some issues and I've been informed they had at one time had some transportation issues, some communication issues. I think they had informed that wrong telephone number. Is that
Yes, sir.
correct? Okay. So if you'd like to hear from my client can explain that, but that's what he's going to tell you, Your Honor. What I would suggest is doing, due to the fact that he's our administrator, he does owe some money, especially some restitution, is he's already entered his plea true to abate it for 3 months, 6 months, however the court wants to do, or 1 month, whatever, and to see if he's makes some payments, checks in. If he does, then great, let's keep him on, let him get back on track. And if he doesn't, then he's already pled true, and he knows he's looking at 10 years, because that's what the sentence is. It's 10 years, probate over 10 years. So that would be my suggestion. I think it's the best. Due to
How long
these
have
type
you
of
been in jail now?
I've been in jail going on roughly 2 months.
That's my suggestion.
All right, probation.
If you were to elect to continue on probation, I would suggest putting him under high risk caseload with the required MRT class, with 0 tolerance.
And what would you like to say, sir?
I'd like to say, if honestly, if you'll give me one more chance, I have the means to pay up what I have. I do have transportation now. My transportation is reliable, and only thing I can ask is give me one more chance to show that I
Didn't you get a chance when we put you on probation?
yes, sir.
right.
Yes, sir.
How many freebies do you get now? It states here, you sign this. I have received a copy of this probation order. I agree to follow all conditions imposed upon me, and I know that this community supervision can be revoked for any violation. And there's your signature sworn.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here we are, where you say, not only have I failed to conform to the orders, but I didn't tell you the truth when I said I was going to follow all the conditions.
I think he understands now. Like I said, he's been in jail for about 3 months.
How old of a man are you, sir?
Sir,
How old of a man are you?
I'm 32.
He's been an adult for 17 years.
I
So he
understand.
knows how to play the adult game, which is live honestly, don't harm anybody, give each person respect, period.
Yes, sir.
You're not showing that.
I think my biggest argument is this is not new offenses. This is not something like that. This is purely administrative issues. And I think if we give them some time.
All right, here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to find that there is sufficient evidence supporting this motion to grant it by preponderance of the evidence or greater, as allegations 1 and 2 and 3 have been proven true by your voluntary and knowingly plea of true to those which are enough to grant this motion to revoke probation and sentence you to 10 years in prison. But what I'm going to do is hold this in abeyance. You're going to have to do 30 more days in this county jail, because everything has a price when you fail. After you've made promises not to fail, you are ordered to complete, in all of these terms in probation, fulfill them completely. You have restitution
Yes, sir.
that has to be paid. Do you work somewhere when you're not in jail?
No, sir, but I do
Do you have a trade?
yes, sir.
What?
I am a carpenter by trade.
Well, carpenter jobs all over. They need some help. What are you lollygagging about that for?
Just hard times right now. I do.
Oh, you gotta, how about the willing, I know you're in jail. How about the willingness to do it? Because I
Yes.
think people are carpenter jobs, as long as you're good at it, they're gonna help, they're gonna want you to stay out of jail because they need good help if you're good.
Yes, sir.
All right, those are the orders of the court. Follow all those terms and conditions of probation, 30 additional days. And we're gonna review this in 90 days to see how you're doing. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Judge, are you going to add those other recommended conditions from probation?
Uh,
The high, medium risk case load and MRT?
yes. Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
And we keep it working like Oouchie the boss. We trying to catch up like we hit us a fault. We gotta win, ain't taking no loss.